welcome to the first episode of TNT Extreme Wrestling's Barbed Wire. I'm your host Simon Hill, and I'll be bringing you up to date with everything TNT, including match highlights, exclusive interviews, and a look at what's to come at future events. We're going to be kicking things off by bringing you exclusive coverage of the second incarnation of the DOA Deathmatch Tournament. This was a night to remember. In front of a sold-out crowd at the Hangar 34 in Liverpool, 8 of the best wrestlers in the business pushed themselves to the limit and carnage ensued. We also saw the Kings of the North defend their TNT Extreme Wrestling Tag Team Championships and offered up an open challenge to anyone that wants to step up. On top of all of that, we got a glimpse into what's in store at Project X with the rebirth of the Ultra X division in our exclusive Extreme VIP Dart match. More on those two a little later, but first of all, let's get started on our first round of matchups. Our first DOA tournament match of the evening was the Extreme Jimmy Lloyd going up against the self-proclaimed Queen of Sesh Style, Session Moth, Martina. In typical Session Moth fashion, she wanted to start the match with a beer and a dance. It didn't take long for Jimmy Lloyd to turn the match into a full-blown brutal brawl.
1, 2, 3.
What a match, and you have to hand it to Session Moth Martina. She took everything she had and threw it in the direction of Jimmy Lloyd. She wasn't the only female who was in action at DOA. We also saw Charlie Evans take on one of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the business, Ricky Shane Page, and this one was an intense, bloody battle that would end with a surprise.
Barbecue skewers, choke slam, backbreaker, 1, 2, 3.
Ricky Shane Page there showing us why he's indeed one of the best deathmatch wrestlers on the planet. But how about that surprise attack from the She-Wolves? Well, I caught up with Charlie Evans after her match, and this is exactly what she thought. So here at TNT Extreme Wrestling, live at DOA with Charlie Evans after her match. And Charlie, there's quite a statement from the She-Wolves just after.
If anyone made a statement tonight, it was me. I went in the ring with Ricky Shane Page, a former Tournament of Death winner, and I proved myself against him. And they had the audacity to come and ruin my moment. They're not on this show, I don't know why they're here, and there's no room for them. So I think, on the 20th of February, the Medusa Complex versus the She-Wolves. Let's do it.
Wow, well you heard it here first. Charlie Evans, Millie McKenzie against the She-Wolves. What an announcement from Charlie Evans. The Medusa Complex will be coming to Merseyside Massacre on February 20th. There are still tickets remaining, so make sure you head over to wrestlingtravel.org, as you won't want to miss this intense rivalry. Which is a perfect segue into our next match, which saw the experienced Spike Trevay go up against deathmatch veteran Clint Margera in a gruesome carpet strip match. We would go from one extreme to another as Aspen Faith would take on Jack Jester in a barbed wire match. The crowd would witness one of the most ruthless matches of the evening, with Aspen Faith giving his all in a savage battle, even bringing out a barbed wire crown. However, it would be Jack Jester who would go on to be victorious and progress to the next round, where he would take on Ricky Shane Page.
2 stone pile driver, 1, 2, 3.
A ferocious match with RSP. I caught up with Jack Jester to see how he felt about his return to TNT Extreme Wrestling. I'm now joined by Jack Jester after what seems to have been a bloodbath of an evening for you, Jack. You've returned to TNT Extreme Wrestling here at DOA, and you've gone through the mill tonight. How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel sore. I'm sliced up. I'm cut. I've got glass in my hair. I've got glass in my back. I've got glass in my arm. But strangely, I feel happy. I feel happy. It's been a long time since I've done anything like this. I was known for this style for years and years. I was travelling up and down the country, tearing myself apart, tearing other people apart, and then I calmed down a little bit. But tonight, coming in here, I just got a tingle. I've got that feeling back, and I feel great.
With that in mind, so do you think that we're going to see you back here at TNT Extreme Wrestling, where, you know, in 2021, deathmatch are going to be coming back here?
I mean, I don't think I'm coming back. Like I said, I've got a taste for this, and if I'm going to travel anywhere to get myself in this mess, it's going to be right here at TNT. And you might have heard the 2021, the Tournament of Death, is coming here, hosted by TNT, and I plan to go on not only to take part, but to win the whole thing.
Well, there you go, you heard it here first. Jack Jester's coming back to TNT Extreme Wrestling, not only just to fight, but to challenge for the big one. Clint Margera would go up against Jimmy Lloyd in a light tube death match. For many fans around the world, this would be a dream match, and both men would leave it all in the ring. It was a match that I'll never forget. Check it out.
Clint lifts him up. Death Valley driver through the tubes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. He does it.
What a showing from both men there. The absolute brutality of that match, coupled together with a lively crowd that had travelled from all over the country, was a fantastic experience. After his debut night at TNT Extreme Wrestling, I managed to have a quick talk with Jimmy to see how he was feeling after his 2 intense matches at DOA. Here at DOA with Jimmy Lloyd, who has been through one hell of a battle tonight. Jimmy, your first time at TNT, hopefully not the last either. How do you feel after your matches tonight?
I felt great. I came to TNT to prove to everybody in England, because this is my first time in England, that I am one of the best that deathmatch wrestling has to offer. I think I did just that. And when I came here, I had one thing in mind, one goal, and I got that achieved. And that's everybody in that crowd standing up and chanting, "Please come back."
So there you heard it here. Jimmy Lloyd will be back to TNT Extreme Wrestling. Jimmy, thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you motherfuckers soon.
I personally can't wait to see Jimmy Lloyd back here at TNT Extreme Wrestling. Next up, we would see the tag team titles up for grabs as the champions Kings of the North would take on the Anti-Fun Police in a hard-hitting matchup.
It's a kind of magic killer. 1, 2, 3.
Another successful title defense there from the Kings of the North, and a fantastic showing from the Anti-Fun Police. I have a feeling that we haven't seen the last of those guys here at TNT Extreme Wrestling this year. After the match, I had a chat with the Kings of the North, who had laid out a challenge for 2020. So we're at TNT Extreme Wrestling, joined by the Kings of the North after their successful title defense against the Anti-Fun Police. Guys, the open challenge was issued. First of all, your first opponents didn't even bother showing up.
It's not on them, is it? Like,
No.
these things happen, which is why we've gone for the open challenge. Now, you had to say fun. You had to say fun, didn't you?
No, it's on me. It's on me.
It's on you. You had to say fun. No, this is why we've gone for the open challenge. You know, there's no more people who can't make it. Literally, whoever gets here, walks through that door, puts on their gear, gets through that curtain first, they get a shot at these TNT tag titles. That's the way it's working.
And you're here for all shows. You've
All
laid
shows.
down the challenge.
Yeah, we might even come to some ignition shows and see what these younger lads have to offer. You never know. But any show, the Kings of North are on, any tag team. Walk through the door, step up. There you go.
So there you go, there's the open challenge, guys. Kings of the North, they're ready for this year, they're ready for 2020. The open challenge is there. Any last words, gents?
No, that's business taken care of for tonight. Let's go and have some fun.
Let's go and have some fucking fun.
There you have it, the open challenge has been issued. Who would you like to see take on the Kings of the North here at TNT Extreme Wrestling in 2020. You can send your answers to our Twitter, Facebook and Instagram pages, and make sure you like, subscribe and follow for all your latest news and updates for everything TNT Extreme Wrestling. Right, time for our main event of the evening now, which was a show stealer of a match. And it was the final of our DOA tournament. These two are no stranger to one another, however, there was something more at stake this time. The DOA Deathmatch Trophy. Ricochet Page, who successfully defeated Charlie Evans and Jack Jester earlier on in the evening, would fight a very hungry and determined Clint Margera in an extreme death match. I'll let the highlights talk for themselves on this one, but it was a spectacle to behold.
No! 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 Ah! He went through the glass! This is coming!
But no words that I choose will do justice to how incredible that match was. And no words that I use will be able to capture how special that moment was to see the pure emotion on Clint Margera's face when he was crowned the winner of the TNT Extreme Wrestling's DOA tournament. Well, I managed to catch up with Clint Margera after an unbelievable night. Let's take a look at what he had to say. So I'm outside with the winner and a very bloody Clint Margera. Dude, how do you feel after picking up the DOA tournament championship? You must be up there.
Like I just said out there, I absolutely love deathmatch wrestling and being a deathmatch wrestler. And I do this all the time for the people who actually give a shit about it. 500 people in there sold this motherfucking building out. And I respect every single person who's come through that door. To hold this trophy, I can't really explain without just saying that my heart is so fucking full right now. It feels like everything that I've done before this has finally meant something. This is something to me. This is everything to me. It's fucking amazing.
What's next for Clint Margera going forward with TNT? Obviously the winner now. What's the next step?
Mikey Whiplash, I'm coming for that Extreme Division Championship. I respect you, you respect me, we've known each other for a long time, but I am not going to hold back, just like I didn't hold back in there. I gave everything tonight against one of the best deathmatch wrestlers on the fucking planet, if not the at the moment. Ricochet Page is the king, but Mikey Whiplash is the champion. And I'm going to take that Extreme Division Championship like you. I'm going to put it around my waist, and I'm going to beat Mikey Whiplash 1, 2, 3 here at the TNT show.
Well, there you go, you heard it here first. Clint Margera is not only ecstatic about winning DOA, but he's going to take it to Mikey Whiplash next on TNT Extreme Wrestling. Well, we do have an exciting announcement to share with you. That match between Mikey Whiplash and Clint Margera for the Extreme Division Championship will be going ahead at our biggest weekend of the year, Supreme Extreme. That's not all though, we will have the contract signing for that match at Merseyside Massacre. And once again, make sure you head over to wrestlingtravel.org and grab your tickets. Right, we have a TNT Barbed Wire exclusive for you now, as we got a glimpse into what we can expect from our Ultra X division, as we saw our Extreme VIP dark match between Nico, Angelo and Kid Lykos 2. Here's the full match, enjoy.
We are live for the first ever time on Barbed Wire. It is the rebirth of the Ultra X division, and we have Nico Angelo in the ring. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Barbed Wire. My name is Kieran Moran, and I'm joined, as always, by my commentary colleague, Jack Sexsmith.
What it is ladies, lads, and the androgynous. We are here for the opening contest, the pre-show match of DOA.
Well, he made his debut only last week, and he's here in TNT Extreme Wrestling.
He's alive! He's alive! It's Kid Lykos 2!
Oh, there he is! Welcome to TNT Extreme Wrestling, young man. Well, what a matchup we've got on our hands now.
Well, Robbie X is a hell of a competitor that needs to be recognised. And I've seen Joey Nelson compete before, but I've never seen Kid Lykos 2 compete before.
What a contest we are in store for here. Of course, our best wishes to Robbie X, a speedy recovery. And we are underway in this exclusive VIP dark match. The only way to witness these matches in person is to buy an Extreme VIP ticket.
Solid collar and elbow tie up. Nico with the power, but he uses momentum against him there. Low centre of gravity. Nico wins the day. Another switch up. Good low centre of gravity there, Kid Lykos too. Straight to fast pace.
Whips him off. Duck down. Nico with the athletics off the bat. Hits the ropes. Ducks one. Goes up. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Catches him. Flushes you like. Nico calling for something. Suicide dive. Catches Kid Lykos 2 against the guardrails. And Nico, well, we know from his match in Ignition, debuted in the Rumble. We know he likes to fly. Going up top. Beautiful crossbody. Catches him.
Right to the head. Just a two. Just a two.
Only a count of two.
Quick two at that. Right on the head there. Typically a crossbody goes across the chest. But if you can hit the head, the body will follow.
Sends him off, hits the ropes, ducks one, does Lykos 2, ducks another, goes down under the legs, sends him off, beautiful drop kick, catches him. Nico didn't have a moment to breathe before he was caught flush in the chest. Rather a cocky pin from Lykos 2 there. Oh, measured straight to the back. There was nothing lackadaisical about that kick. Goes for the pin again.
Knee across the shoulder. You thought that was like a daisical, but you didn't see the knee was across the
beautiful shoulder. Beautiful with a tug moonsault. Still only a count of two. This offense from Kid Lykos 2 is fast and furious in the early goings.
Nico's still struggling with that drop kick. That drop kick went right in the solar plexus, took the wind right out of him.
Oh, and there's a chop. And Lykos sets up, head of steam. Nico moves. Sends him out and went for that in the corner. No, slingshots! Drop kick on the money.
I thought Lykos avoided that at first.
Nico eyes him up. Bandera up and over the top goes Nico. Nico
gets him over
the midsection, rolls through, lands on his feet. Lykos has it scouted, drops down. Jumps up and rolling! Death Valley driver, beautifully scouted by Nico Angelo, who only gets a count of two. Original Kid Lykos thumping, pounding the mat, trying to get Kid Lykos 2 back into the match. Setting him up again. Rolls out, gets the shoulders down with a 2. Lykos lets go, drops down, rips him out. Discus elbow. Forearm smash, sets him up, drop kick in the corner.
Back to the well on that drop kick.
And turned his back. Nico had him scouted, sends him off. Ducks a clothesline, does Lykos 2! And a drop kick from out of mid-air. 2! Oh my days, that could have been it. That could have been it.
Those drop kicks proving very profitable for Lykos 2 here.
This crowd getting behind Lykos 2. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we do have DOA Deathmatch Tournament 2020.
Oh boy.
Only way you can see that if you're not here live, if you weren't here live, to witness it in person is by subscribing to Turnbuckle TV. Only $3.99, which is much cheaper than that other one, isn't it?
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that one. Well, we do talk about Joe Nelson having Nico Angelo in a very precarious position. Nico has it scouted, forearms to the back. What on earth?
Two boys looking to make a statement here.
Nico rolls through, lands on his feet. Up again. Oh my God, what a powerbomb! Out of the corner. Nico sets him up. Oh my good God! Turns him inside out. 1, 2. Lykos 2 is still alive.
Wow!
How on earth did he kick out of that? I've never seen a move like that in my life.
Jesus Christ, man! Fair play, kid Lykos too. Fair play. These two young men looking to make a statement here in TNT.
Oh, disrespectful slap. Nico trying to get all the fight he can. Out of Lykos 2 was, he got left in him.
Good, covered up.
Vicious forearms back and forth from these Ultra X competitors. Course coming up March 5th, we have Project X. Oh my God, they're not even stopping. Jumping knee out of nowhere. Returns with a super kick. Head of steam in the corner. Lykos 2 whips him out. Sends him up. He hits him. Hits him in the corner.
Lykos. Buster.
Lykos special. 1, 2, 3.
Just like Lykos of old, with a brain or basta.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what an impressive debut from Kid Lykos 2. And an impressive return to form from the Ultra X Division. If you want to see us crown our first ever Ultra X Division champion, be there in person. March 5th, Project X, right here in Hangar 34.
What a match there, and there'll be more of that in 2020. Time to talk about our next event now, which is the family-friendly show Ignition Breakout, which will be held at Fusion in Liverpool. We have a stacked card for this one, including a rematch of what you've just seen with Kid Lykos 2 looking to make it 2-2 against Nico Angelo. We'll also have a #1 contenders gauntlet match for the Ignition Championship. You'll also see the return of Alexis Falcon as she goes one-on-one with Rio. And a matchup that I'm particularly excited about myself is Manchester's Young Guns will be making their TNT Extreme Wrestling debut, and they'll be going against the undefeated Crash Boat. And our main event will see Sonna Durson put his TNT Ignition Championship on the line for the first time in 2020 in an explosive matchup against NXT UK star Tyson T-Bone. So don't miss this awesome event, Sunday the 16th of February. That's it for your first episode of TNT Extreme Wrestling's Barbed Wire. Make sure you head over to Turnbuckle TV, where you will be able to get DOA in its entirety, and head to wrestlingtravel.org for all of our upcoming events. I've been your host Simon Hill, and until next time, keep it locked.